Breaking news, Lamar Jackson is staying with the Baltimore Ravens and just became the highest paid player in the entire National Football League. I'll talk about the details that we know about the contract in just a second. But before I do, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. All right, without further ado, Lamar Jackson, the saga going into the draft was, where was he going to end up? A lot of the speculation was maybe he'll end up in San Francisco. They're looking for maybe a quarterback to solidify their future. No, lies, damn lies, I tell you. 5 years, $260 million with 185 fully guaranteed. Lamar Jackson signed, sealed, and delivered. He is staying with the Baltimore Ravens. And again, a lot of people thought, well, it's over. I was one of those people. When Lamar said that, hey, man, I want out. I want to be traded from Baltimore. I was like, oh, well, we pissed him off enough where he just doesn't want to be here anymore. And he wants to go off and he wants to get paid as he rightfully deserves to be as far as what the market is. And here we are. He's still a Raven. He got paid. He got his bag. And on top of that, they were able to sign Odell Beckham Jr. There's still talk about them being in the DeAndre Hopkins sweepstakes. Things are looking up for the Baltimore Ravens in a way that they have not been in years. And I'd say this like since Lamar's MVP year, because going into this year, and again, I want to be clear here. The media spun a narrative from the beginning, that Lamar was unhappy in Baltimore. That was fundamentally untrue. Was he unhappy with the way that the Ravens organization was dealing with his contract? Probably, and he was. He demanded a trade at one point, of course. But was he unhappy with the way that his teammates were performing? No. Was he unhappy with his coaches? No. Was he unhappy with... No. They made it seem like Lamar Jackson hated John Harbaugh. They made it seem like Lamar Jackson didn't want to play, when the reality was always, there's no one on any football team that's going to give you more than Lamar Jackson. There's no one on any football team that's going to play his heart out like Lamar Jackson. There's no one in the National Football League who's going to give every ounce of blood, sweat, tears, put his body on the line with 1,000 hits in 4 years in the NFL, 5 years, however long he's been in. There's no one who's going to give more of an effort than Lamar Jackson to try to win the Super Bowl. And I know he hasn't won one yet. He's a guy who's got at least 1, 2, maybe 3 Lombardi trophies in him. I think he's that high level of a talent. He's got multiple Lombardis in him. This is blockbuster for the Ravens, because not only have you been able to lock up arguably the best talent, pure talent out there for a football player in the entire National Football League, but on top of that, you now are able to game plan through the draft, through free agency, whatever's left of free agency, what the hell you're going to do next, who the hell you're going to add next. And look, there's a lot of pieces here. Like the Ravens, I'm happy now. As a Ravens fan, I'm happy. I'm excited. I might go eat some cake. I am going to celebrate tonight. I don't care who we draft. We're probably going to trade back, pick 2 defensive linemen out of Alabama, because that's what the Ravens do. And I'm still going to be happy because we got Lamar Jackson. As long as, I've said this before, I will say it again. All the flack you want to give Lamar, oh, he doesn't win playoff games. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. 70% wins, 70% winning percentage as a starting quarterback. Behind only one person, Patrick Mahomes, who 100%, I don't want to hear the argument about Lamar Jackson having, what does Lamar Jackson have versus Patrick Mahomes? Patrick Mahomes had infinitely more weapons than Lamar Jackson. The only solid weapon the only great weapon Lamar Jackson has ever had in his time in Baltimore has been Mark Andrews. That's it. Mark Andrews, one of the best tight ends in football, period. But outside of that, wide receiver, nobody else. Now the Ravens can game plan. Hope to God, pray to God that Monk can run that offense into something that's actually resembling an NFL team. Ravens might have a chance here. Bengals, though. Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow, you're on the clock. Like, I know that the technical tonight's the draft, and whoever's on the clock is things like what the Panthers. The Bengals are the real ones who are on the clock because they're the next people who got to pay a quarterback. Like, the $52 million a year is what Lamar Jackson's going to get paid in this contract. $52 million a year. Joe Burrow, Joe Breezy, you know damn well he's worth 55, 56, 57, 58. Ooh. It's going to, see, now I want if the media did this with Lamar, they better do the same thing with Joe Burrow. They better, unless that contract gets signed like tomorrow, they better do the same thing with Joe Burrow. Because if they don't, it's telling. It's telling. When you have the entire media making a shitstorm about Lamar Jackson and his contract situation and him being unhappy, that's the way they've always framed it. Well, Lamar is unhappy in Baltimore. I want to hear the same thing from the same people who say that Joe Burrow is going to be unhappy. And if they don't, it's telling. It is telling. And y'all know what I mean when I say it's telling, because I'll let y'all read between the lines on that one. Anyway, Lamar Jackson is a Baltimore Raven. I'm happy as all hell. I'm excited. It's going to be a great 5 years. It's going to be a great career for Lamar Jackson. Guys, I want to hear from you, though. What do you guys think about this move? Is it a great move for Baltimore? Is it a terrible move for the entire NFL? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Until next time, be happy, be healthy, and as always, keep it real.